CGTN Radio. Here, now the news. I'm Tian Yu. Timor-Leste President Jose Ramos Horta is in Beijing for a 4-day state visit. Chinese President Xi Jinping will hold talks with him. Premier Li Qiang and top legislator Zhao Leji will also meet the Timor-Leste president. The visit is Ramos Horta's first visit to China since he took office as the president of the Southeast Asian country in 2022. It is also the first state visit to China by a Timor-Leste president since the two countries established diplomatic relations in 2002. Sun Tianyuan has more on the relationship between the two countries.
China was the first country to recognize Timor-Leste's independence and establish diplomatic relations with the country. China's foreign ministry says the bilateral relationship has continued to develop steadily over the past 22 years. The two countries elevated their ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership last September. The ministry says it hopes the two sides can deepen their friendship, strengthen cooperation, and promote the development of their comprehensive strategic partnership through the visit.
Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has attended the 14th East Asia Summit Foreign Ministers meeting in Vientiane, the capital of Laos. Wang said the current international situation is witnessing changes and chaos, and hotspot issues are heating up and difficult to resolve. He said the summit should help to enhance unity and cooperation and safeguard international justice. Wang said the ASEAN-led regional architecture is an important basis for maintaining regional peace and stability, and all parties should invest more cooperation resources in this big family. The Chinese Foreign Minister also attended the meeting of foreign ministers of ASEAN plus China, Japan, and South Korea on Saturday. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has met with his Singaporean counterpart Vivian Balakrishnan in Vientiane. Wang said the two sides should jointly build the Belt and Road with high quality and upgrade bilateral cooperation. He said the two sides should create more tangible outcomes in artificial intelligence, digital economy, green development, and maritime cooperation. Balakrishnan said Singapore is willing to take the opportunity of the 35th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties with China next year to push for more results in cooperation in various fields. The Chinese ambassador to the UK says cooperation between the two countries serves the interests of both sides and the world. Zhang Zeguang made the remarks at a reception held by the Chinese embassy in the UK to celebrate the 97th anniversary of the founding of the People's Liberation Army of China. Zhang says China is ready to work with the new British government for the sound and steady development of bilateral relations. He hopes that the two countries' militaries will increase dialogue and exchanges, enhance mutual understanding, and always be a stabilizing factor in the overall China-UK relationship. Air Vice Marshal Mick Smith from the British Ministry of Defense says the military relationship is an important part of the overall China-UK ties. He says the two countries will continue to enhance defense dialogue and communication and work together to promote regional and global peace and stability. A mudslide that struck a village in Hunan province in central China has killed 12 people. They are among the 18 people buried in the mud after the mudslide hit a residential house. Rescuers have found all the 18 people, among whom 12 were dead and 6 others injured. The injured have been taken to hospital for treatment. Rescue efforts are continuing. Israeli authorities have blamed Hezbollah for a rocket attack on a football ground in the Golan Heights. The attack killed 12 people on Saturday, including children, and wounded several others. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vows Hezbollah will pay a price for the attack, but the Lebanon-based group denied any responsibility. Earlier, it announced several rocket attacks targeting Israeli military positions. Thousands of firefighters are battling a rapidly growing wildfire in Northern California. Authorities have issued evacuation orders and warnings for multiple communities in several counties. The park fire has burned more than 140,000 hectares, becoming the largest of dozens of active blazes raging across the U.S. this year. And that's the news. I'm Kim.